Hello there, this is Shak. As promised, I'm going to do the analytics for Nation Finance PLC or CSF. You're looking at the chart here for the 5-year history with the standard indicators, volume, MACD and relative strength. You can see here the volume, the MACD and the relative strength. Okay. Apart from that, we are seeing the moving average of 150 day to show the trend. Now the trend has been somewhat flat, okay, and it's very difficult to identify where is this heading, but it looks, if you look at it, you're seeing it's in a bearish trend, okay. And here let me put the whole history here. It had in the past a support level of around 525, okay. So once, twice, thrice, okay, and then it almost came here as well and here as well. So we have couple of times tried to break down, but the price had started moving. But here the situation is somewhat not clear, okay, but I'm looking at this slope down and the resistance line here, and we are seeing it had failed to break out around here, okay. Now let us zoom in towards, let's say, now we know a support of, for example, 525 stands in our way, okay. Now let us look at the 3-year history here to make it much easy for us. We had intermediary support around 7, which is broken. Not sure, most probably because of the quarterly reports where it recorded some losses. So this could be the selling off point. Now this sell-off started from here, talking about in millions, 3 million here, another almost odd millions, and here as well about 500,000, closer to that. It's saying around 320. That was Friday's trading volume here. So this, I don't know whether this is a sign of a reversal. It's still not clear though, but as it is, 7 rupee will stand as a resistance line now that it has broken towards 660. And my view, as you said, this will, and also MACD still in the selling, still giving the selling signal, so it has not reversed as such, but relative strength is giving a mixed signal. Now when you have, and if you are very comfortable with the MACD and the relative strength, okay, and it gives opposite signal, okay, I think you should stay away, okay. If you look at here the signal, how it has been successful here, the MACD was showing the divergence and then it moved up from 6 to almost 50%, okay. Now both gave buy signal here. Now let us look at another level. Look at this one. Around this level, RSI and MACD gave a buy signal. Now this is where I'm always telling sometimes you should not blindly follow these indicators. These are traditional indicators and these are lagging as well. Now look at this. Relative strength index gave a buy signal here. So most probably you would have entered here around 780 and you would have had the opportunity to sell around 875. Now, and there was still, it is showing, RSI is still showing a buy. RSI still showing it's a buy, but price is falling. So you don't have an exit plan. Look at this. MACD gave a buy signal around 820 and it started reversing, and look at this, started giving a sell signal. It's confusing, right? So this is why I'm saying these indicators are lagging indicators. That means already the trend has completed or it has failed, but still it gives you buy signal. So that's why I try to depend most of my reversals. If I'm trying to map where this reversal gonna take place, I look for breakouts, I look for Fibonacci tool. Those are much reliable compared to the traditional. MACD always used for the divergence. That'll really it'll help you, which I will tell you now. You are seeing here. Look at this. Okay, let me draw the line for you to make sure. Okay, now this sell-off, it's not triggered by, there's been selling going on. Once it reached here, started moving up, and this sell-off is not a major sell-off. People, most probably they could be booking profits, some part of them, but the real money, okay, the big money is accumulating, and you are seeing the result here towards 9. You got the idea? So you are seeing, let me do it on a fractal basis. See here, making, okay, so if you consider this is the low point, this is the high point, so it's making high lows and high highs. So this is what we need in a trend. In an uptrend we need to see, okay, highs, high lows and high highs. Okay, so this is very important. Now very interestingly, the support, some can argue even from here, it doesn't matter, 720 support broken convincingly, and we are seeing a breakout. Now how much is this? If we did not have previous supports around 5, I would say 7 rupees to 9 rupees, let's say 2 rupees, okay, I would say around 5. Now you have already a figure in your mind, that is 5 rupees is your support. That is going to be a major support, 5 rupees. Okay, now this breakout which occurred, let me circle it for you. This breakout and this volume, I don't know, this volume is convincing for the breakout, but nevertheless we are seeing a breakout. Now this should get back above 7 and should start 750. Now what I would do is to buy, let's say on a closing basis. Okay, the candle should close above the resistance line. Okay, to be precise, I will move a little up here. So it should move basically around 770. Now some people, they tend to get in to the entry at this level. Now that's a major risk. Now people start buying here because they think it's a bargain, but they do not know what is there. So a technical trader should avoid buying. Yes, if you are aggressive with a tight stop loss. Now what the tight stop loss I would say about here is 660. Now if the price falls 650, you should exit your position. Okay, so for aggressive, if you are really aggressive and you have a bit of gamble in you, okay, so if that is your instinct to do a little bit of gambling and to take little high risk, okay, I'm telling you, okay, to close your trade below 650 if it comes below 650, and yet you want a very bullish in general with regard to its future. Yes, this share is going to go up for whatever the reason may be, okay, then you may be holding indefinitely. Even if it falls to 5, you will be more comfortable. Okay, now one more thing is that all these tradings, please do not do it on credit, because that gives a bit of extra edginess to your position, and mentally it can affect you. So I would suggest, if you are an aggressive trader, have a stop loss around 650. That means for whatever the reason the price falls below 650, you will exit your position. Alright, and you could take part of your profit around 760. So we're talking about 1 rupee profit here. Part of your exit, maybe 25%, you can close at the resistance level, okay, assuming that it may retest again the support line here, okay, where you will re-enter your positions again until it's broke out to the higher side. Now that's a short-term trade what you got. All right, now if you see here, the concern point for me for this particular trade to enter right now, one is the RSI, which is showing or giving a thumbs up, okay, so it's in an oversold condition, so you should start buying. But my MACD, it's not giving me the comfort of a divergence. Yes, there is a slight positive convergence here at this point, but I need to see this one turning. Look at this, is the line. So this is the line, so it is still here. Now if more selling pressure comes here, definitely this is gonna slope much steeper and there wouldn't be any sort of a divergence. Got the idea? So this is very important. So that is why I'm staying away from this particular trade for the time being, and I'm gonna wait until this price action comes to some kind of a ranging or some kind of ease out level, where I'm pretty sure we are looking at around 550, 525, where I think some of the sell-off could ease out, and it should be in a ranging and reversal levels. Now if I go back again to this 5-year history, now let me look at, okay, now I'm seeing a high price action here and somewhere here. So I'm gonna draw, or I'm gonna lay out the Fibonacci tool here. Let me see here. This is the 100 point here, but I'm not able to see where this 113 is coming. So okay, 113 level is coming around 343. Okay, so you could see here 113 percentage in the Fibonacci retracement. 113 comes around 343. Okay, so it comes around 343. Excellent. Now let me, so these are very, very important to remember, and let me do another Fibonacci retracement from the last low here, or the recent price action. $113 comes around 450 or 460. Okay, now why I'm saying 113 Fibonacci retracement, what you're seeing on the screen right now in this small box on the right hand side, the 113 Fibonacci around 459 or 460 rupees. Now this is an intermediary reversal point, and you should see some kind of reversal taking place here for definite sure. Okay, when the price comparing now to 450 or 460, yes, there can be some kind. So this should be considered as an intermediary or a preliminary reversal point. That is very reliable. 113, 127, these are reliable reversal points. So basically what we are saying is 459, 460, I wouldn't mind entering around 5 to get into the reversal much earlier. Sometimes what happens is these points 450, 460, they tend to be very, very strong resist or support levels. So the price may not come in, but if it's closer to, I don't see a difference between 5 rupee and a 460, a 40 cents difference. Okay, whereas when I know the reversal, the reward is much bigger, I do not mind entering a bit early, but not surely at this 660. Okay, I wouldn't like to see a huge red balance in my portfolio, especially when I'm doing trading. So for me, 450, 5 rupees, 525 could very well be in the point of a trade for us. Okay, so now look at this. What I'm seeing here is the price action bouncing off the lows and the highs and reacting at the high, trying to give another go, failed, and again bouncing off at the slope down, the support level, and again reacting at the resistance level to come down, and we are seeing this breakout, and most probably we should see around 535. So this is my support line which stands as of now. So 535, yes, I will do some buying if I get the opportunity. This is very good, okay, for a reversal. Now let me tell you the target. Now you know where the supports are, which is 460, 535. Okay, so you could do buying in two stages. One is at the 535, 535, 540. Okay, and you can come to 460 if it should. Okay, now my target would be is here, 7 rupees and 16 rupees. That means you're talking about 9 rupees. Excellent. We're looking about 9 rupees. Now should this break out, we are looking basically here. Got the idea? So we are targeting around 15-16 rupees. So if someone could think, if your reward is from now onwards, it's almost like 100%, why not enter now? Yes, that's a risk that people they some people they try to take, and some people they try to avoid to maximize their reward or the profit. So it's a matter of waiting game with Nations Finance PLC. For me, yes, 525 possible entry level, or 460. I am more or less keen to have a go at around 535, 540, 550 levels. Okay, and further buying around 460 should it come below. Okay, and with a tight stop loss. Now this is where we should be very careful. You should have a stop loss as well. Okay, now any of these traditional indicators do not give you what you call the reversal point, where this trend will reverse. So it's only through Fibonacci retracement tools that we can identify the reversal points. Okay, so that's about it on Nations Finance PLC. I think I have covered extensively on this, and let me go back to my previous post which I did in 2013 October. Now this was my point here. If you try to compare the chart that was posted earlier to this video, this was the support level, and let me delete all this to make it very clear. Now I was mentioning it here as per the posting here. I don't know, 1 minute. Most probably like this. It was something like this, I guess so. Okay, and it broke out here. Okay, and most probably people would have entered here with an aggressive trade in mind, a trader. Okay, so the entry point I'm sure would have been somewhere here around 740, and it was holding very nicely the support of 670. So the 670 was the support for him, and he entered the trade around 730, and it went towards this. Now what should have been his resistance point? If not this one, I would have drawn the resistance point around these levels. So he had a very good opportunity to make around 870 or 880 and entering around 740. So that's 140 cents reward. For around 650. So 650, we're talking about 90 cents, almost like 1 rupee. And here his reward was around 732. So 150. So the risk reward was almost same. Okay, and he would have, I'm sure, exited this here. So that was my previous entry. Now this has broken, and almost we are here. If the previous gentleman was still holding, I'm sure he will exit his position maximum around 610. So that was the trading plan. So you're supposed to stick to the trading plan when you entered. Yes, when I entered, if it's fall below 650, I'm going to exit all my positions, and if it's hits my target, I will sell off. Okay, so if a trader was very smart, he would have waited resistance, exit half a positions, wait until the major resistance level. He wouldn't know basically the major resistance level because of this price action comes after. So it would have been, his major resistance level would have been somewhere here. Yes, so it's basically, we're talking about 860 and 9 rupees. So this was the exit point. Look at it tested the resistance but was not able to successfully break out and stay on course, and we started seeing some sell-off here. Okay, so should have exited that time. So that's about it. I'm not seeing any particular trade as of now. It's all sell signal which is giving here, and most probably we should be seeing a trade around 550 540 levels towards 16 rupees, and another, should price break out 535 or 525, we should be seeing around 460 as the next reversal point. So have some tight stop losses so you can minimize your losses. So that's about it, and signing off for Sri Lanka Equity Forum, this is Shark.